Thank God. Peace.
Peace. Peace.
I know who you are, God.
I am God Prince ABGEE Allah.
God, I always want to know, like, what ABGEE mean? I mean, how'd you come up with that?
Okay, I got the name like, when I got knowledge myself in 65, the Black Messiah just cut on my block and threw a bunch of us on the wall, and he gave everybody names. And the brothers in front of me, he named me ABGEE. And that name ringed at me, it rang. And he gave me my name, Abdul Malik. So I went around with Abdul Malik for a while. And then when I went up north, I had to change everything, change my life, change everything, study my lessons well. I chose ABGEE, and I decided to put 2 E's on it. So when I looked in the alphabet, it's ABGEE 127. It come out to be justice. You know, one way penalty or whoever you're dealing with, you know. And that's how I came up with ABGEE. Then I put 2 E's on it. That's the E's I'm gonna deal with equality with people, you know.
Okay.
So I decided later on down the line, I decided to put Prince on it because people was getting mixed up from ABGEE, me and the other guy, you know. So I want to be my own man. I had to put Prince on it. Prince means the best in the land.
I mean, because during that time, you had to be like more unique. Like you wanted to have.
Yeah,
you
everybody had to be different.
Different.
Yeah, everybody be different. Cause like brother came to me and said, you know, how many Akbars they got? How many brothers? You gotta have a name that nobody got. And that's what I have chosen for myself. You know, if anybody else got it, I have to check them out and see if they really ABGEE. There's about 3 of us now, you know.
Right. 3 of y'all all together.
His name ABGEE.
ABGEE, right.
They came to me and I accepted them the name ABGEE because I know they in their lessons. They're very active, you know.
Right. I know there's first one,
Yeah.
ABGEE.
ABGEE, yeah.
Right, and then there's a brother that I know out in LA.
ABGEE Vine.
ABGEE Vine,
Yeah.
right, that's my man.
And they got a brother, Prince ABGEE in the desert.
Oh, really? Okay.
Right, he's that.
Okay. Did you have any ever have a relationship with the first one, ABGEE?
No, I never had no preferred because when I got myself in 65, there was some kind of problem going on. You know, some brothers say he was calling himself Allah, and other brothers who I was dealing with didn't agree with that. So I just sit back and watch them do their thing, and when I see him, he doing things that I ain't associated with anyway. So he wasn't in my crowd, because I was an athlete, I played ball and ran track. So I wasn't in his cipher. And when I came around, he dealt with people he dealt with, and I dealt with people I dealt with. And when I came home, there's a joke we had. Anybody got your name, you got to step to them to find out what's good. And when I stepped to him, he had an attitude, you know. So I said, all right, I know your history, and I walked away, you know, because I know his history, you know.
You know his history.
Yeah.
Right. Peace. And tell me a little bit about your history with Black Messiah.
Oh, he was serious. He was very serious. He come down on my block. I'm from 115th Street, between Lennox and St. Nick, like a PAL block, and a number of children on this block. And the father told him his job was to get the people from 116th Street all the way down to 110th Street. So everybody used to come on 115th Street, my block, and he'd come down there and snatches up and throws on the wall and teaches lessons, make sure he went to school. He give us a couple of dollars. You went to school? He said, yeah, he give us a couple of dollars. And we go to the store and buy stuff. He come down and say, yo, we're giving a rally. He come to the block and make sure all of us come at one spot at one time, and we go uptown together at one time. But you had to represent your block and show you what you did. You know?
That was here in Mecca.
That was him. I'm from Mecca. I'm
Right.
originally from Mecca.
Right.
So he come from, I got the guards on 115th Street, and there's so many babies on it, so he had to come down and give us the knowledge of self. So he taught one brother named Righteous out of my crew, you know. So he taught him, and it was a joke. Righteous stopped hanging out with us, and he said, Righteous, why you stop hanging out with us? He said, yo, man, I want to see my father. We said, your father? Ain't none of us got no father. What are you talking about? He said, yo, let me show you who my father is. Yeah, you better show us who your father is. So he brought us uptown, we sitting there listening, and he kept our mouth shut and did the knowledge, you know. And the thing about it that before we met the father or seen anything like this, we were studying Message to the Black Man. You know, Elijah had the Message to the Black Man, and a lot of people around in my cipher we was trying to remember certain passages in the in That's a Black Man, you know.
Right.
So when they said who was the original man, being I'm a wise guy, the original man is this, and that. And the Muslims would say, yeah, you're right. And that'd be it, you know. They don't pay too much to the babies, they pay attention to the grown adults a lot. So they left us out, you know. So when Black Messiah came on the block, he started paying attention to all the children. You know, instead of all the children going knocking on doors, getting us out the block, bringing us uptown, going to bus rides, going to movies and stuff. So it was a good thing, you know. But he made sure we went to school, got an education.
Right,
you know?
right. So Black Messiah was a couple of years older than you, like.
No, I was like 2 years older than him. I'm 75 right now.
Okay, so you're 2 years older than Messiah.
Yeah, I was older than him.
Oh wow, wow. Okay. So what was your mindset to?
No, see, it was a crew. It's a crew. See, it's a crew. I'm from 115th Street, and we do what we do. We got heart. We love each other. So if that's your man and he's serious, that's my man.
Okay.
So he came to block. That's your man, righteous. He came to block. Okay, so all of us, we gonna do what you want. You doing this, we gotta do what you do. You gonna see who your father is. And when I'm trying to see him, like, oh shucks. Two of us came back with a righteous name. Yo, come on, BGs. Nah, man, I'm not down with that. So they snatched me and snatched my nigga.
So you wasn't down with it.
I was the last one to come uptown.
Last one.
The last one to come uptown. I came fourth. They snatched me and snatched me uptown.
What was your first? You said you were 17?
I was 17.
17.
But this is my people, you know. We all do each other. We grew up, we were babies. Mothers know each other. My mother and Righteous mother, same house. So we all knew, everybody knew each other. That's how the love was. It's a community thing, you know.
Right.
So we all went to school. I went to school with everybody that had knowledge of something in the 60s. Went to all boys school, Cooper. Everybody had knowledge in that school. So I'm still to my, I don't get it? Come on, man, I got it. But when they knew I had it in, because I was kind of smart anyway. I was hanging around them anyway. I was hanging around them and don't know nothing. And they definitely asked me questions. You know, they get in and yo man, what's this? And we all gotta say the same thing. You ain't studying that? Then get it from him. Tomorrow you better get it from him. I see you. That's how it was.
Right.
There ain't no left outs in my day.
And this is equality power.
It's equality power when I got it.
Right. Remember what month that was?
That was like summertime. I'm ready to play some ball. Like I said, after he snatched us up, we can go play ball and play street, you know, basketball street. Block clothes, everything. We doing our thing. You come down here with 4 other guards and get on the wall. And we turn around like, okay, so we know who they is. Now that we play with, you know. We ain't gonna play with these brothers.
But this brother was younger though. He coming up younger than with your
Black Messiah did not play.
He didn't play.
Nobody. He did not play with grown-ups. So when you think we already know the reputation. You see what I'm saying? So you gonna in them days, you got a reputation, you not to play with people. You know, especially adults. If you older than me, if you reputation, you run around the street doing your thing, I ain't got, my job is not to play with you. My job is to sit there and listen to what you say. That's how it was back then. Listen and learn. Because if you didn't, you get beat up, you get punched on the arm, head, and the legs. You know, you go home all sore up. That was like a game, but get you to pay attention, you know.
In equality cycle years, God, you know, the law was still around, equality power.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, well, during summertime, because he got locked up.
Yeah.
Around that time. Do you remember any encounters with the law?
Only encounters that I had, man, I was on 13th Street and St. Nicholas Avenue, and we had a club down there, sort of watermelons, crabs, and dance, jukebox playing music after school thing. You know?
Watermelons, crabs, and all.
You know, this is what the store sell. But we just hanging out because of the music and all the women there, you know. Right. So the brother asked me, yo, God, yo, my man, yo, black man, you know, who's black man? So being I'm saying something, I start quoting out of the book. The original black man, Asiatic black man, and make it the only cream of the planet Earth. And when I did that, somebody touched me on my shoulder and said, yeah, son, teach my knowledge. And when I turned around, Black Messiah and the father was walking off. And I'm like, oh. And from then on, brothers looking at me like, oh, who you think you is? You think you somebody? Well, my chest was blowing up, you know? Yeah. Then another time I got kicked out from my mother's house for studying these lessons. And I was sleeping in an abandoned building and stuff. And the law came by and seen us. A lot of us standing in the building. We had no place to go, get kicked out. He said, what y'all doing down here? He said, why don't you go home? He said, we got kicked out. He said, go to the school, that's your home. Ain't nobody gonna ever kick you out. That's your home.
This is what Allah told you.
That's what Allah told us. So we all got off behind the building and came up here and slept on the floor.
So this is later on. This is after Equality Guard then. This is, wow.
Yeah, that's how we was. They knew we was gonna get kicked out. We lived in a family of a bunch of Christians. Now we teaching something different. Get out of my house. You not eating more pork? Get out. Okay. Get out. You go to my man's house. I went to my man's house. Knock on the door. He got 19 other people. He got 19 other people in the house. He was one of them. 19 other people in the same bedroom.
Wow.
That's the love we had. I was walking around, I had no money. I got a lot of brothers, a lot of sisters, so we poor. I got holes in my clothes. But yo, man, you the God, man. You hang out with us, man. You gotta look good. Come to my house. And he dressed me. Show some love. He said, what's your name? I got the clothes already. Walking out down the stairs. He said, yo, what's your name? Show some love. Didn't even know my name. Gave me some of that. Next day you see me, we walking together. We doing things, showing love. Yo, brother, come and hang out. Come and do this. Brothers coming together, showing the unity. You know what I'm saying? That was in my day. Something happened, some kind of function, something going on, somebody will call you. Or somebody from 10th Street, I went up down to Lennox Avenue and say, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. And brothers hear that, and alert the brothers in the building, and everybody come out the building and run up the block to see what's going on. That's the unity we had.
Yeah, God, can you build a little bit more on the Equality Cypher years, God? Like, you know, what that time was like? You know, from like, cause you said you got an equality power, so equality power to equality born.
It was like all studying, God. You know, every day we get out of school, we go in the building and quote a lesson. They had the things that what the Father said. It's blown out of hand.
The
Father said that word. It's blown out of hand. See, everybody didn't have no 120 degrees in '65. They didn't have it until like 1970, I say.
70.
That's what I say. God cipher. That's what I say.
Right.
Now we had none. So if I find out you got a degree, I'm looking for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for you, because your degree goes along with my degree, and his degree goes with mine. That's how we had it, bits and pieces. That's why everybody came together and did education and start studying things. So you been to the school, God? Yeah. So what did the Father say? Because anything come out of the thing got to be with the Father, because everything is righteous. So what the Father said, who said what? And brother tell you, yo, this God said this, this God said that. Yo, yeah, it's good, God. So when we come up here to go out to yo, you know what's going on? Yeah, we know what's going on. See, communications, they ain't got that today.
Right.
We ain't got that today. You know what I'm saying? Brothers ain't showing the love, take time out to communicate with the other next brothers to see how they doing, see if their health good, or see if they studying their lessons. You know, they ain't doing that. I got a lot of people calling me. You know, God, they shocked. Oh, hey, ABGEE, yeah, God, yeah, leave that number. I'm gonna call you. You know, because I understand we gotta come back together. I grew up with you. I don't know nobody else. How long you know that brother? 50 years. You know your family, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
How you gonna tell me leave him alone? How you gonna do that? And a lot of people tell me, don't do this, don't do that. And I say, yo, check this out. That's the God. Leave him alone. That's my brother. You know? But it was beautiful then. We shared things. We went on a lot of trips. You know, we did things, a lot of things.
I mean, you remember that
time? Not no gangster stuff, you know.
Say that again?
Not no gangster shit.
Not no gangster stuff.
Not no gangster stuff, robbing and none of that. We education. We young. You know, I have to go all over the place. I come meet you. Where you live at, God? Medina. I'm coming to visit you to see what you're doing on your block. You a community guard? Or you a block guard? Or you God of the universe? I'm God of the universe. I come to see you, see what you're doing. Brothers don't come see me. Scared to come see me because I might ask them what?
Degree.
That's what he'll tell me. I might ask them a lesson. I don't care. I don't do that. I'm getting old about that. I'm looking at your ways and asking how you carrying yourself, see how strong you was. I know how hard it is to be a grown old man now. I'm God, I'm righteous. We can't do the things we did back in the day. Right. See what I'm saying? Now we gotta lay back and watch the young. That's why I implement the young. Yo man, yo go do this. Go do that. No, don't do that to law school. Go do it and come back and tell me what we did, what you did. That's what I'm about.
Yeah, and
the women.
Women. All right, so
check this out. Check this one out. My problem was, I had a brother named Quahard, used to hang out with us. But Righteous and Quahard, they knew their lessons very well. And Quahard told me his sister is the one taught him. And when I met his sister, everybody just greet her and highly respect because she know her lessons well, you know? So when it's time to come up with our bus rides, anything dealing with MGT, GCC, women take control. And the guard see this and step back. What you say, sis? You need what? Ain't gonna get it. Yo, what you say, sis? Yo, guard, respect them. That's how we had it back then. Yo, sis, you say you need what? I want to sign some this, so. Especially coming to me. Yo, AB, you got this lesson on this? Yeah, sis, here. And they go study it. And they got a bunch of children behind them. That's how it was them. A lot of them. A lot of good, beautiful earths. We go to Bear Mountain one time. Told the sisters to cook some, cook something for me to eat. The government said they gonna cook something. They decided
the government said this.
The government said that. They gonna do something for us. And so, but they did. The sister cooked something from us. But when we got out there, the devil had bologna sandwiches. So we found out it was bologna sandwiches. We had bologna sandwich. We looked at the bologna sandwich. So the guy said, like, they've got, nobody touch this. We had babies, you know, might up and snap. Don't touch this.
Wow.
Wait 20 minutes and do the knowledge, God. Do you know the knowledge of the pork? Yo, God, what are you talking about? Yo, God, I'm giving you a lesson on the pork. Stand here 20 minutes. In 20 minutes, brother said, yo, what? Look at that sandwich. You can watch the maggots with them.
Oh, wow.
That's what happened to your sister when you eat that type of product.
Right.
This was happening bad mouth. That was one of the lessons our babies learned.
Eating swine.
Eating
Stay away from swine.
Yeah, and all those sandwiches about that long and about that wide, they stayed there until we left.
That kind of reminds me of the story of when they gave like the lace, the blankets and stuff. The government coming amongst you.
See what I'm saying?
To give you food, and they said, "Oh, the government got food for you."
Yeah.
And you actually gonna false it down. We gonna mess with the government, but the government is trying to give you swine, give you that poison.
Yeah, they always do that to you. You my man, the government's my friend. I'ma listen to you. How you gonna be all wise and righteous and listen to people that you studying? And you know they're against you. You're gonna do what they say. Jump a hat. You can tell who's all wise and righteous. Go say, take a shot. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Take a shot. Yo, black man murder black man. Okay, I'm gonna do this. That's how black people is. They're still set in their ways. They're still set in their ways. And another thing I want to stress, you know, I got a problem with gods that say they all wise and righteous, no 120 degrees. And my problem, where they at? If they in New York, if they outside of New York, they get a pass. But the brothers in New York say they all wise and righteous and be hiding, they out of fucking order. They out of order. This nation need us as a unit to come together. And you running hanging out on your block playing God. Should be ashamed of yourself. All you brothers got playing God on your block. You're a community guard? Yeah. You guard in your community. But you ain't guard at a law school. You're a block guard? You're a block guard, nobody know you. Go to your block, nobody knows you but you. You gotta be guard of universe. So all you brothers playing righteous, give in your cards, give in your lessons, turn in your flags, because we don't need you. Prince ABGEE, notice that.
Praise God. God, so God, and the quality side, you saying that, you know, you didn't get all the lessons at once.
Ain't nobody had no whole set of lessons, unless you was in the Mars or FOI. And I was on the street. I was the FOA, because we knew the martial arts on my block. We knew the karate, you know. But because yo, God, the brothers messing with us on 29th Street. Yo, I'm gonna beat them up. No, you know you can't do nothing on your block. Go get the blocks on this block, and they go to this block. That's how we had it, see?
Well, what was the first lesson that you encountered, though?
My first lesson, who was the original man?
Who was the original man?
Everybody.
Everybody had that.
Message to the black man, I just told you. Elijah put that book out, Who Was the Original Man? Right. Everybody was, yo, Sharif, quote that whole page, 2, 4, 5 pages. We remember the pages.
Message to the Black Man.
Message to the Black Man, different verses in the Message to the Black Man. Then all of a sudden, Father came along, we had other brothers besides the Father giving us knowledge, come and giving us certain knowledge also. You know, enlightening us also. Because everybody got knowledge in Harlem. Harlem was the place where a lot of grown people Mecca got knowledge yourself. So you sit there and learn, you sit there and be shocking yourself. And you just sit there and learn stuff. You know, that was good, you know.
Right.
Who is the original man? We got to find some identity first. Who in the hell are you?
Right, because the message to the Black Man, that's Elijah Muhammad.
That's Elijah Muhammad.
But the teachings of
But the message though, not Elijah Muhammad. I say, yeah, that's good what you're saying. But ABGEE said the message.
The message.
That's what we count when we had that class
here that day. Black man.
That day, I'm saying that this was a day we had a class. We were talking about now. Yeah. We had a class. Message to the Black Man. Somebody said, no, God, the message was sent to the true living God to wake us up. What's the message in this book? Who's the original man? Oh, what? Now all of a sudden, the true living God come along, look like us, act like us, walk and talk like us, in the ghettos like us. Oh, okay, I can understand what you're talking about. Because here got another one. When the Muslims was doing, in my day, they knock on my door and saw me fish and all that. I didn't like them. You see them around bow ties, suit tie, looking all brand new, and I got holes in my clothes. You talking about we ain't like, why you look like that and I look like this? So when I came to the God Nation, the God said, yo, God, why you look like that? Come to my house. See the difference?
Just come to my house and we add on.
Come to my house. Let me show you some love. Give you some clothes I don't wear. I was clean. You know what I'm saying? I went to school clean. But started looking at me different. Yo, what? Plus I knew my lessons too. I'm a ball. I played ball. I was a superstar. I played with Riverside Church. I was a superstar. I ran track for Cooper. You know, I was serious. All I needed was a little knowledge of myself to find out who I was.
Right.
You know, and I loved it.
And that first degree was the spark.
That was the spark, because the whole idea, people running around here, the grown people running around there, yeah, little brother, who you? See, that's the problem. But not until the Father came along and gave us that knowledge, now we run around, yo, my man, why didn't you tell us who we was? See?
See, the Muslims wasn't doing that.
And no, not Muslims, grown people.
Grown people weren't doing that.
Grown people. Your auntie, the aunts.
Because they didn't know themselves.
Well, like I just said, they was conscious people. Very few of them very conscious. I met some conscious people my day. They'll catch me, yo man, you went to school? You know anything about English? And we go to a little English class on the corner. Brother named Floyd. He say, you know today's mathematics? He say, how you spell knowledge? How many letters knowledge got in it? Then he say, add that up. What are you talking about? Before we talking about, we went to a whole stream mathematics and we doing that today. Born in it. And we did that back, added up to make what? One number. We did that back in this day.
Yeah, you know, there's a controversy with that nowadays about mixing mathematics and alphabets and, you know, and born and out, you know, like.
Yeah, I don't like the born and out. It's too complete with me. That's his man thing. That's his man do that. But I understood, because we had that class here. And when they got that class here, a lot of us walked out. Because when you're born God, and when you're born devil, we walked out.
Right. Yeah, because I mean, God, you know, I can see, you know, the devil.
What is that?
Devil born God, right? But here's the thing, God, like, you know, I say I can see, you know, brothers, you know, born and out, but I say my thing is keep it simple.
Plain.
Right. So when you start doing all that, you know, the knowledge born equality and wisdom born wisdom and understanding born equality. When you start doing that, it's like, you know, you're going over the people's heads.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Simplify it.
Yeah, when they do it to me, you trying to get around for me asking you another question.
They don't do it right, but when you born it out, see, when, like, say like you born out knowledge, you say that the Father dealt with equality with the knowledge that he had. That's why knowledge born equality.
Right. Knowledge born equality, wisdom is supposed to born wisdom, and understand born equality.
If you make it simple, brothers go way over brothers' heads. That's why they don't understand the mathematics. You see, because when we born out mathematics, we supposed to add on to it. And that's why I said knowledge add a cycle. It don't say knowledge cycle, it says knowledge add a cycle. So your knowledge is adding on to that cycle. That's what's born equality.
supposed to
You
share your knowledge.
Yeah,
Right,
you
right.
sharing your knowledge. You're
Right.
dealing with the truth, the truth about yourself. You see, you make it simple. Brothers be going.
Brothers go, yeah, your brother
They
say,
go all they. You can't do that to a baby. How you gonna give baby some meat and he ain't got no teeth? You see, you gotta give him the milk. You gotta give him something that way he can digest.
That's right.
You can't be going way above your head.
That's them block guards.
is it the block guard?
That's them block guard. Community guards does that. Cause they can't explain it to like it's supposed to. You know, they take time and shaping more things and put words in, take words out, and then come and say, yo, BG, the day's build to destroy. It is? What map you got it? Oh, sorry, it's day's born. Oh, you got out of bed, come all the way here at 4 o'clock, and you were telling me the wrong degrees? You ain't think all
4 o'clock.
Yeah, all of a sudden, all day, you ain't thinking about no lessons. All of a sudden, you see me, you want to quote lessons? Come on, man. That's our game to play, you know.
Yeah, God. Well, I mean, that's the power of us coming together.
Yeah.
Adding on. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, the knowledge, we're born is knowledge added cipher. So that's why we come together. So this is a cipher here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is knowledge that I do, and an added cipher.
A person, place, a thing.
Person thing. And here we are right here adding on with each other.
That's right, that's it. That's what I'm about. That's the law. That was given, one of the words was given to y'all gotta come together. Y'all gotta come together. That's your brother. Y'all gotta be together. And
That's why it's
65.
different now than it was back in then.
Yeah, totally different.
Because back then, we didn't have brothers going in shelters. We was taking them home. Because when you go home and tell your mother, listen, I don't eat pig no more, she gonna put you out. And where you gonna go? You see, that's why when I was young, when I got out, I was living with brothers. You know, we all did everything together. You know, we ate together, we made money together. It wasn't no 85. We didn't hang out with them. Once you got into the nation, it's no more. Your whole life changed in a different,
You gotta be with your family.
aspect. You see, so you change the people that you used to hang out with to the people that way you get knowledge from. That's giving out the knowledge, because if you don't, you be with greatness, you be great. You see, because that's what make you change your whole life around by the people you be around. That's about change.
Oh, they're gonna change you.
Yeah, they change you because you know that once the life that you was living, it wasn't great. You just was living it. Now you know why you living. You see, now you got to understand, say, well, now I know what I gotta do. Ain't nobody gotta tell me what I gotta do. I already know what I gotta do. You see, that's the responsibility you take on once you come a part of who you really is. Because you already know the things that you gotta do.
Peace. Well, God, let me ask you, God, when you first was getting knowledge, God, what was your family's response?
Oh, yeah, right. My family and Righteous family, everybody on 115th Street were from North Carolina. Baptists, North Carolina, Christians. My family went to church every day, all day. And when I had my chance to go to church, the man kicked me out because of something strange. I was stealing the money. I wouldn't
Stealing money?
I was stealing the money in church.
Wow.
Yeah, you know. I need some candy money. You know what I'm saying?
Candy money.
It was see, when you gone, it's something about you. When you growing up, it's something different from everybody. When it comes to you notice. Wait a minute, this ain't right. I don't know why, but I'm not going for it. You know, I'm gonna act like this, and that was me. That was ABGEE. If I'm not gonna go for it, I'm gonna do this, and that's how it was. I'm gonna take it, or I'm gonna go out the way. So my family was pure church. I went one day, my mother came home and said, we cooking. I said, I don't eat that no more. She said, well, you don't eat nothing. Okay. So my brother went to the store and bought peanut butter and jelly. We had peanut butter jelly sandwich for a week straight. And by me and my brother sat there eating peanut butter jelly straight in front of the whole family. They didn't like it. Because we kept eating peanut butter. But we ain't bothering y'all. Why you bothering us? No. You know, all of a sudden, when the next day we came out, my mother said, y'all go upstairs and eat. Okay, Mom, we ain't gonna argue with her. We knew what's going on. We got up there and said, yo, God, what's that in the pot? Bean stew? Oh, I'm going off. You know, see, that's for y'all. Nobody else touched that. I'm like,
Okay, so now they started actually adding on with you.
yeah, because my man, like I said, this brother named Righteous, his mother was hanging out with my mother. So Righteous doing that in his house, and Raheem doing it in his house, and everybody, my whole crew, we got a problem. Mothers hang out together, and we got kicked out. And we was in this church, like I said, we all got kicked out together. So when the mothers come in, I kicked him out. She said, I kicked him out too. So the mothers come in and elaborate with each other. She said, you ain't got to talking to God, and then talking about eating no pork. Okay, another joke. My mother got sick, went to the hospital. She came home and cursed me out. Why you curse me out? Because the doctor told me you don't eat no more pork.
Wow.
I was trying to show you that all the time. It take a white man to tell you you get sick for you to believe me. She said, yeah, I understand. Okay, check this out. Throw all that pork out.
Okay, so now it's starting to set in.
Now it started setting up the family. Now my sisters didn't like that. No. Yo, my mother said throw the pork out. What you gonna do? Put the pork in your drawer? No. Ain't no pork in his house. We my brother gonna make sure there's no pork in his house. Everybody gonna eat righteously. And then another thing, my house was like, you wanna play cards, you wanna gamble, come to my house. So my family's cook dinners. You hang out on the street, you need a serious plate to eat, go to Miss Knight's house, give you a $5 plate. You know, down south type thing, you know. So everything was good back in them days, you know, lovely.
Right. So basically your family just,
Yeah, they had to go for it. They had to go for it. They love me, right?
So they came in their own time, though.
They came on time. I turned around, went back to school, turned around and got me a job. I thought the way I was dressing, they called the way I was taught, sitting in the back room studying. You ain't robbing nobody. You ain't carrying no more guns. What's the matter with you?
What's the matter with you?
You got good marks in school. What's the matter with you? What's the matter with all y'all? Y'all ain't supposed to be together. Why we supposed to be together? Cause all y'all bad. Look at your police report. Yeah, but now what? Oh, y'all good. Y'all good. We thought y'all never turn around and be responsible men.
Wow.
You know?
Damn,
That's the grown-ups gave us. That's the grown-ups gave us back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
And you had a physical brother too.
I got a lot of brothers. My father was a Rolling Stone.
A lot of brothers.
My father was a Rolling Stone. The last brother I found out was my brother and bugged me and him out. You know, right here in this law school.
Wait, you found out that you had a brother from your old dad here in the law school?
Yeah, he came out and said something. Somebody said something on the phone. His name. He said, "Yeah, I'm so and so Knight." So I turned like this and said, "What?" So when he got the phone, I said, "Yeah, man, your last name is Knight." He said, "Yeah, my father all over the fucking place." I said, "Check this out. My last name is Knight." He said, "Oh shit, no wonder, man, I loved you. No wonder we always hang out when I see you." I said, "What you
and
talking
you
about?"
knew him already?
I knew him for years.
You knew for years. Wow, you didn't really know his last name?
I'm talking about Ahmed.
Ahmed. Wow.
Wow.
You know what? As I look at you.
You see what I'm saying? We should never no wonder every time I see you, we nothing but love. We don't know what's going on, just that you righteous and I'm righteous. He thought, and he hung out with Righteous, my man, and he thought that's what it's all about. We didn't know that.
Y'all were brothers. Wow. What year did you find out that y'all were brothers?
That was like, what?
I used to be
2000
with Black Messiah and them before their name was even Black Messiah.
Yeah.
We used to go to the same public school.
Oh, you said you knew Black Messiah before
His name was even Black Messiah. I knew all his brothers, all of them used to go to the school right here on PS 68, right here on 28th Street. All of them used to go to, that's how we all became righteous. You know, because we was younger than them, and they made us stand on the wall and gave us, all they did gave us
just tell me about to make y'all stand on the wall. What was that about though, guys?
That's how they made us
all be
together, hang out.
You ain't gonna run, right?
They gonna run. So put y'all up on the wall like, where they were shaking you down like.
No, they shaking. Just get on the wall, stand up on the wall, stand there and listen.
They gave us names and all that.
Oh, they made y'all take the names and whatnot.
Yeah. And that's because all of us used to be together anyway. Because we all used to go to the same public schools and the same block. Because I live not too far from them. I used to live on 131st. That's where I grew up at the 25th and Minute. And Righteous used to live in the project, the Lincoln Project. And so we all used to hang out together. And being that we used to go to the same school and shit, you know. Yeah, I knew them before they even rhubarb. I even knew rhubarb
before they got the knowledge. Yeah. What year did you get the knowledge?
Equality.
So a year after you. Okay. Peace.
Everything was the community was a family. Yeah, Harlem was a family.
See, we all knew each other when we was 85. You know, and so when everybody else started getting righteous, that's what made us start. But being that we all, and plus we had to go to different brothers to get different lessons. One brother might have the mathematics, the other brother might have the 1 to 10. You know, different brothers had different lessons.
Right.
So you had to go search for these brothers.
You had to search for that.
You know.
Yeah. So when did you able to pull all the lessons together? You personally?
Me, I put them together in 69.
69.
Yeah, that's when I started.
I put them all together, get the whole thing. With 69.
So was it after the law returned to that since you got them?
Yeah.
You got the whole 120?
Yeah.
Because we had to search for brothers to get lessons.
Yeah. You know, so after you return, brothers, all
I
that
ain't
stuff's
get the
coming out.
136 until I got the Elmira. Word up. And that was in Equality Cypher. That's when I got the I had already.
Is it Equality Cypher? You know, or God Cypher?
I mean God Cypher.
God Cypher. Okay. Peace.
You know, and I had to study the 136. I already knew the 1 to 14, the 1 to 40. I already knew all that.
Oh, so you knew you didn't have so
the 136. That's the only lesson I had.
All right. So God, tell me when the order that you have it in now. Like how do you? And when you teach it, the order of 120 lessons.
I teach supreme mathematics, alphabets, student enrollments, 1 to 14, 1 to 36, 40, 9 planets, actual facts.
Okay.
That's how I got it back then.
So you do it with the solar facts first, then the actual facts.
No, I put the actual fact first.
Oh, the actual fact.
But that's how, I'm just saying that's how I got it. Because they want you to go up in the universe first before you find out what's on the planet. You got to deal with what's on the planet first before you go up in the planet.
Yeah. Because that's how I got it, God. Yeah. I mean, well, the order that I originally had it, God, was mathematics, alphabets, student enrollment, 1 to 36, then 1 to 14, 1 to 40, actual facts, solar facts. You know what I'm saying? But I recently was hearing brothers say that
the 1 to 14 go before the 1 to 36.
Right. But and I was dealing with Narrow Law, and he was, the way he explained, he said you don't separate knowledge and wisdom, right? So after the 1 to 14 came the 1 to 40.
The student enrollment, like I said, the brother said, in order to look in the book of life, you must first be a student enrolled. How you do that? You learn supreme mathematics and supreme alphabets. That's how it goes. Supreme mathematics, supreme alphabets. Then you become a student enrolled into teaching, 1 to 10. You know what I'm saying? Then, it said that this lesson must be learned 100% right and exact before admittance to said lesson number 1. Right. That is the 1 to 14.
Okay,
lesson
right after the 1 to 10 going to 1 to 14.
Right. Lesson number 1. You know what I'm saying, God? Not C, lesson lesson number 1. And then don't nothing come between knowledge and wisdom. So after Lord found Muslim lesson number 1, ain't nothing else in between that shit. It's number 2.
Okay. Then you got to the 1 to 36, you saying?
Then English C lesson.
English C lessons. Right, okay.
You know what I'm saying? After you get the knowledge and wisdom, then you get the English C lesson, number 1. And that's the 1 to 36.
And then after the 1 to 40 came the 1 to 36. Then actual facts, solar facts.
Yeah, but then when you deal with science, and start dissecting and going through the numbers and the dates, you got to put it back in order. Could go to the dates. Every degree tell you what year it was come out.
Right.
Yeah, because every lesson didn't come out the same year.
Yeah.
Right.
1933, 1934. Brothers understand that because they ain't doing no research on it.
Right. So wait, the student enrollment came out
33.
33. That's student enrollment, 33.
And he said, would you say what? Student enrollment is a what?
What?
A nursery rhyme?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was the nursery rhyme first.
When student enrollment was the nursery rhyme?
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Came out of the Mars. Who did what? Who did what, God? That's my man. He said, boy, it came out of Mars with Elijah's mother.
No, with that's the one in 36 when the father White
Okay.
bought the one in 36.
Is it about Dora?
Yeah, bought the one in 36. That's when everybody started getting the one in 36. There wasn't no one in 36. Right?
Wait a minute, so you're saying Dora bought the one in 36 out of the Mars?
Yeah, that's because it wasn't no one in 36. That's why everybody they had the one in 14 and the one in 40 and the one in 36 was the one around. When I got mine, it wasn't the one in 36.
And what year was that?
What? When I got mine?
Yeah.
And equality.
But you got them all. You didn't get them all at the same time. So
No, I didn't get them. I got some
them.
like in the equality. And I got some equality guard. You know, because I had to search around for different brothers to get lessons.
Yeah. That's
why I hung around the school a lot to get lessons.
Yeah.
You know, and ask questions. They used to say, "Yo, here come the guard to ask a whole lot of questions."
Yeah. Here goes another point too. You know that they're saying about the lessons that have no value to it. When the Muslims say that we trying to be like them by studying 120 degrees, they went to Elijah Muhammad and told Elijah that they got these brothers out here studying 120 degrees. So Elijah said, how they doing? He said, they doing a good job. So Elijah said, leave them alone. So in 1967, the Muslim threw the 120 degrees in the garbage.
Was that 67 or not 75 when he returned to Elijah returned to the essence?
Yeah.
Right, that's what you're talking about,
Yeah, talking about that, yeah.
His son.
It's the son, yeah. They ain't study no lesson.
His son turned him all around.
They knew the real signs of what Elijah was doing anyway. Yeah, that's what he said. Elijah's a liar.
Yeah,
he never
his own son called him a liar.
He said he never told him he was God.
Say that, but he was lying.
He said, I never called him God.
Yeah,
He got far.
Far, yeah.
Far, yeah.
And here's another thing. Muhammad Ali's daughter had a birthday party in 76, and W.D. Farrar was standing right next to her.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. So he supposed to disappear in
Yeah,
1930 when he doing it at her birthday party.
Yeah.
See, stories be told. That's why we got to do our research to find out what's real. That's what made us the true and living God. Yeah. We want to find out what the real deal is. You just can't tell us just anything. You know, like what you used to do. Now we're going to try to find out. Like we're supposed to.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of times people take things on face value.
A lot of things on face value. I seen it. I heard it.
Lesson.
Yeah, I heard it. I seen it. I deal with people, God. Brother telling me I don't know my lessons. So I sit there and say, I don't know my lessons. So I said, I just brushed it off. So I turn around and make a joke, little joke. So I said, yo, let me ask you a question. What's the first degree in the alphabets? And he thought that was a joke. But he knew I was serious. Yeah, I don't study that.
This is a Muslim.
No, it's a God.
It's God.
So-called God, yeah.
So-called God.
He don't study the alphabets, but I don't know my lessons.
But you don't know the first degree of the alphabet.
You know, he didn't want to tell me about the first degree in the alphabets.
You can't say that.
He want me to talk about the universe. He want me to talk about the black hole and all this other stuff in the universe. I don't do that.
Yeah, that's just because I know when I was getting out that I wanted to go all the way into the evidence until brothers told me like, nah, you gotta like deal with this here first.
Yeah.
You know, before you go all the way out there.
You gotta deal with earthly things first.
Yeah. I thought I was gonna deal with the, you know, how the sun was made and how water is this and that and third, like, you know.
Yeah, you still can, but
yeah, but first things first.
15 first.
When the law returned to the essence in '69, I mean, you remember that time? You remember?
I remember that. Well, of course I did.
All right, so tell me about that.
'69, everybody was crying, upset, looking for people who did it, trying to find out who did it, where they at. So ain't nothing jumped off. In the '70s, ain't no God did nothing. No God didn't come together, no rallies or nothing. Then all of a sudden, like God knowledge, everybody started coming out the woodwork. The first thing was like that show and proof from born the law, and Prince did in the desert. And the first thing the brothers said, we ain't got to come together. What do Allah tell us? Right in here, God. Right in here, Allah's coming here and tell us that He ain't gonna be here too long. And if we looking for Him, we got to come together. And that's what made God come back in 71, start doing what they're doing to this day, you know? From that show and prove. And it was great.
What did he write on the board?
I don't know, I wasn't there.
What was that?
The father wrote something on the board.
Oh,
What did he write on the board?
Keep on teaching.
yeah. But brothers forget what he said, you know? The whole idea is about this nation is to educate and teach the babies so it can be your future. All this extra shit brothers doing, come on, man. Stop that. You want to get the real law about the nation of the gods and earth? Come uptown and you will find out. Talk to somebody who got some sense, who went through, who's going through it. Like I said, all you community guards, man, show up, man. Stop playing guard on your block. You can't get no rewards for that. So come out the woodwork, wherever you're hiding at. I walk down the street, bro, see my flag, say, peace, God. So how long you been right? I've been right for 40 years, and I don't know you.
Man.
And you don't know me. That's a problem. You wanna fuck around and play games? When you get to my age, you're gonna see real shit. Everything is real. That's why the God came in, he decided not to give this now to nobody else, not to no messages no more. He came to bring it himself. And he brought it right because I was listening. A lot of us was listening. A lot of gods and earths are listening. And a lot of negative brothers is blocking us. A lot of brothers is blocking us because they getting paid.
You know, interesting you say that, God. You know, like one of the first times I saw you, I actually like acknowledged you was in a brand Nubian video.
Right is that.
Right, and this is back.
Told him he was on before he had that video.
Yeah, and that was in the early born cycle.
Right. Okay, let me tell you that joke. This is what I see. Everybody got a story. You just tell. I'm on the outside. My man named Al-Kim called me up 6 o'clock in the morning. He said, they giving a video in front of the school. I'm living in Far Rockaway.
Al-Kim?
Al-Kim.
Okay, not Al-Kim. Al-Kim.
Al-Kim
Okay.
from Far Rockaway.
Okay.
You know? So I get on the train coming all the way up to Peter. I come up in here. I sit there I'm an artist. I promote my pants. I was drawing my pants, big pictures of my pants and my jacket. I got a jacket says in the name of Allah with a flag on it. So I'm trying to promote that. So I'm standing there, the brother say, y'all stand over here, but you stand over here. Being I had the flag on the crown, and they put me in the video, you know. That was good. That's brother showed some unity. But after that, nobody talked to me. That whole thing was like a shindig anyway, trying to exploit the nation. That's what I thought it was. Because like the brothers that was responsible for that, gave orders to that, I don't see them. They put shit in the motherfucking hand. It's all about money. It wasn't about this nation. It wasn't about the nation. It's about I'm trying to grandstand and make me look good. And yeah, I'm a god. And I'm this and I'm that. Yeah, I'm righteous. Look at me in the movies. I'm down with the brand new movies. I'm right. And none of them know no lessons. Lord Jamal, that's a fucking joke too. He never knew no lessons. Never. Day one. Never knew no lessons. I know for an actual fact. So when he popping shit, Black World, ain't no wall in front of us. We see it. You know? But other than that, doesn't play too many fucking games around here, you know? So that whole video thing, who got paid? The nation got paid or certain individuals? Every time the nation talking about money, certain individuals show up at the woodwork. And then they say, hey, bitch, you come and stand there like you, when you use you as a tool. Everybody know you, so you make you look like you down with us. But you can't get none of the prizes or the perks and shit. It's a game being played, man. That's why I don't feed into a lot of shit that be going on, brothers. We jump up and tell you to do this and do that. For what reason? That's what I be saying. Why we do that?
To put on a show.
Put on a show. And I'm tired of shows. I've been around here a long time. I sit back and now I say, hey, ABGEE, old brother, stand back and look. That's what I do. Sit back and watch what's being done. And then I sit back and criticize it. And then when it be at the end of it, say, ABGEE, damn, you was right. I'm tired of being right. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of being right. They ain't doing shit right for the wrong reasons. You know? Getting paid. You're doing to be the point of being righteous in the name of Allah, everything turned out beautiful. That's how it always been. That's how we did it. We did things for the name of Allah. All of us, we turned our lives around because we wanted to be righteous. We went to school. We got kicked out of school. 50 of us went in school. And the man answered, what y'all doing? He said, our father told us to come back to school. You joking? No. We young. We got to come back to school as a law. And they had us on eyeball. We checked, wait a minute. Last month, you were getting zeros on the test. Y'all getting 90s and 80s? How come y'all getting 90s and 80s? Because our father said this, y'all education is devil knowledge and it's below us. So if we supreme in knowledge, we got to get over y'all, we got to master your knowledge. That's why all the guys start going back to school, college, doing this. I ain't go back to school. I went and got a trade to use my hands, you know. I'm a master carpenter, painter, sheetrock, stuff like that. I repair homes and houses and stuff. And if you ain't got no skill, you're not righteous. You ain't got no skill, you're not righteous. What you got to offer this nation if you ain't got none of that? You ain't got no skill, what you got to offer the nation, your nation? I'm just hanging out. No, that's how it was back then.
Sounds like a skill in the trade.
That's what it was about back then. That's what it was about back then.
What do you think? How did it get lost? How do you think that got lost?
Like I said, them community brothers and them black guards got in the mix and started talking doo-doo with the alcohol bottle in their hand. And no, we this. And from another nation, okay, we got to distract them. Okay, go down there and distract everybody. See, it's called distraction. Go down and distract everybody from what they really doing. Go down and call argument, fussing and fighting. Go down, whatever they planning, I want you to say no. And say why we can't do it. See, back in the day, when the God said we gonna plan something, they went on and did it. They went out there. I gave a party in Far Rockaway. And brothers say, you don't know no guards? I said, yo, I'm ABGEE. Let me make 2-3 calls. I made 2-3 calls in the desert. My party was packed. And the lady asked me, how you get all these people here? Because they represent me. So we all represent each other. You give me something, I got to come and show and prove. Where you from? I'm from the Bronx. You come all the way out here? Yeah, come to represent my man. Show some love. Got to come out there to show some love. They don't do that no more. It's too far.
God, you gotta add on about started writing plus degrees.
Oh, well, that was like I said. My man say, hey BG, what the father said? I don't know. Let's go up to the school and find out. And the brother said, yo, God, what's the lesson? And the God standing here and start quoting lesson. And the brother look at me. You got a pencil and paper? Write that shit down. See, they started me writing. Write that down. Because like for me, word of mouth, by some guards give me the lesson here, by the time I got to 115th Street, words is mixed. Hey, B, you write that down. So when I wrote it down and got on paper, and the brothers, the guard from my block, 115th Street, know I got that paper. And if I run out here, run down Lennox Avenue, 129th Street, they follow me. If I run that way, they follow me to get that paper. So anytime the brothers say, yo, start writing on paper. Because if I write something on paper, I want you to see what I wrote, what I'm thinking. Then you can take that paper and pass it to him. Then you can take that paper to go to North Carolina. Goes all over the place. You see what I said, what I was thinking at that time. It's like a book. Black brothers told me they don't study plus lessons. That's why they have a hard time talking to me. Because they don't study plus lessons. You know, that's just stuff I study. And brothers like this brother over here, Outborn Justice, come up and ask me a question, and I said, damn, let me go study this. So let me go show Outborn Justice what I study. And give him the lesson. He go home and stay 2 days, and he come back, hey BG, you know what so-and-so, you missed this part. And add into what I wrote, and becomes a whole thing. Because what we did, black man, we lost the knowledge of ourselves. And it just comes back, bits and pieces coming back. We got to put it together. If I depend on a lot of brothers talking about they don't study plus lessons, a lot of lessons I wrote don't mean nothing. And it don't mean nothing to me. A brother named Prince Allah came to me one day. Prince Allah was another brother very serious in my life, my education life, you know. He came and said, ABGEE. I gave him my lesson. He said, ABGEE, you know something? In this book here, everything I wanted to know is in this book. I said, stop playing with me, man. You know everything. He said, check it out, BG. I'm serious. Stop playing with me. I always wanted to know about this, and about Columbus, and everything in the book he wanted to know. Made me feel real good. That he took my book and went home and read it and studied it, and came back and told me that he loved what I wrote. He wanted stuff that he was wondering about, and all of a sudden it appeared in a book that one of his brothers gave him. That's what made me start writing lessons. And then again, I'm gonna be around 1,000 years, a million years. My lesson's gonna be in the museum of the Gods of Earth Museum. My picture's gonna be in the museum. 1,000 years. What the gods in 1950s were doing, or in the 60s were doing. Well, that brother ABGEE was my whole high gods in the motherfucking library. Just like they do, we can do this. That's what the main idea of brother collecting all the histories and all the lessons and put it in one thing. But some brothers become Masons, Shrine of Muslims. They take these lessons and put them on in their rack and put a key on it, and they don't let nobody else see them. That's wrong. Back in the day, we had a book. Come in the door, you had a book about this thick on the wall. And you sit there and study. Everybody can study from. If you ain't got that degree, you gotta go to the store and copy it and bring it back, put it. That's what it's all about. Sharing degrees, sharing lessons, so everybody can get great like you. But brothers want to be great by like themselves and say, I got this lesson. Let me see it. Oh, I can't find it. That's what the brother told me. He can't find his lessons. What concept, what you thinking? He told me that. You can't find your lesson. I'm gonna bomb his ass next week. When I'm calming the atmosphere down, you know. So something come up, I'm gonna bomb him again. He can't find his lessons. That's all I'm about. That's why when I got locked up in jail, I was in Elmira. Somebody said, peace, God. So I said, peace. He said, what day's mathematics? He wasn't talking to me. I quoted day's mathematics going off. He said, how many lessons you know? He said, where your lessons at? He looking for me, my lessons, I said, I ain't got no, my lessons in my mind. Where your lessons at? He said, your lessons where? I said, my lessons in my mind. Where your lessons at? He said, I ain't got no lessons. I said, yeah, give me 3 packs of cigarettes and I'm gonna write them out for you tomorrow. He said, you can write 120? I said, can't you? What kind of guards in here? I'm gonna bomb everybody. I'll be back. When I get set, I'm bombing everybody. Let everybody know ABGEE's in here. They thought it was the other ABGEE until they seen me. I ain't play with brothers in jail. In jail, you locked up, you ain't got no paper. They tear the paper up. That's what the police did to me, tear them up. 3 weeks of me writing them shit out, they say, he got them in his head, leave them lessons alone. That's when you know you're the true living God, start studying. You walk with it, put it in your head. Brothers can't find their lessons. Come on, give me a break.
What were some of the lessons that stood out to you that you came across?
Great understanding, 600-year process, a whole lot of them. Got my man Armando X, right?
God told you this is Armando. You know, you got history with Armando X?
Hell yeah, you just about. Yeah, I got everything. Check it out. Okay. Check it out. They had a thing. They had a certain guard. They had a certain guard. The education crew. They got a mafia, and they got guards don't give a fuck. Just there doing nothing. Just hanging out, doing nothing. And they got a guard, yo, guard, let's go make some money. Yo, we up to thinking about criminal things. And they got the guards, strictly education. And none of them guards, that's the level being hanging out with. Because they was somebody, yo, come here, let me give you a jewel. And they show me some secrets in the lessons or show me how to do this. And other brothers I like to be in with, you know. One of them was Kukulini. He said, yo, you always talk about math. Let me show you some arithmetic. So what are you talking about? So I'm gonna teach y'all some arithmetic. So we went through the whole lesson, actual fact, and then numbers, deal with numbers. We went through it and broke it down to it. That's when I started getting into that. He called it arithmetic. No, that's math. No, this is called arithmetic. Adding the numbers. That's how every brother had their own field of operation. They was good at what they was doing, you know. Now that brother try to be good at everything. You know, that's why we come together. If we good at this, we all come together to be one.
Now, out of 120 lessons, what was your favorite degree?
My favorite was I liked it, the Bill degree.
140?
And 140.
What makes me have so hard?
Yeah.
That's one of my. That's
one of mine. That's the one being that everybody was quoting the degrees and anybody was having a problem with the big ones. I mean, my business to quote the big one, you know, because I got to be outstanding. My man, he had the written Bill degree packed, you know, and I had the Bill degree packed. And that's why when you caught us, you said, yo, God, what you gonna talk about now? We're gonna let him go on the planet, talk about the planet Earth, then I'm gonna go on the universe, talk about the Bill. See, 28 is the land, and I'm gonna talk about the planet later on. That's why my greatest subject is in mathematics is science. You know, I love science, high science stuff. My brother wanna deal with science, I gotta bring it back to the planet, and then we travel up, you know. They might get a headache, but can't go too far and shit, so.
All right, God. So yeah, God. What message will you give to the young 5%ers coming up?
Yeah.
Now.
But do your thing. Don't worry about what people do. This is a nation of independence. If you say you God, do what you're supposed to do. Come down here and find out what you got to do and what's needed to be done, and do it. And make sure you do it right and exact. Cause you're the future. That's how it was back in the day. A lot of young brothers knew what we wanted to do. We had a plan. Brothers told us no. Okay, check this out. Let me go to my block and do it. Let me go to my community and do it. Then I come back, I'm gonna bring everybody with me and show y'all what I did at the Universal Rally. Show what we about. Now you gotta, when I find out what I'm doing, you find out what I'm doing, I'm gonna find out what you doing. Now if you ain't doing what you doing because you're trying to stop me, then it's gonna be a problem. See? Don't let nobody give you a problem. Do what you're supposed to do. Have a skill. Get a job. Take care of your woman, your babies. That's important. Very important. Teach them the knowledge of yourself. Make them conscious of everything. Don't be struck on 120 degrees because they're not studying it. See, people can be taught 120 degrees without them even knowing it. Especially the woman. She cooking, cleaning at the house all the time, right? So what you stressing about the lessons for? Quoting. As long as you see it. You know, as long as the God got a job responsible, you see it. That's what's responsible. Be yourself.
What do you think, you as an older God, what do you think about today's, current atmosphere of the nation and the internet?
Man, that's a joke. It's a joke. I don't play internet, I listen to my man stuff over here, just look at it. I don't write nobody, I look at everybody's stuff. But in order for me to start responding back, then I have a problem. Because I met a brother who had, who was the original man? 27 pages. What am I trying to read that? Real fine print. The print was like an 8 font. 29 pages. What am I reading that for? Then when I met him, I asked him, who's the original man? He was having a problem to stare me in the eyes and quoting that degree. See, that's the problem. I don't play them game. And he said, my lessons are all on there. I haven't seen them yet, But I understand what's going on, because it's like a fad. What's going on now? Brothers like y'all they doing the dirt, y'all putting the truth. So what's gonna wear out where? So what's what? Because as soon as somebody say some wild shit, y'all come up with something, oh shit, we just building about that, God. Fucking, yo, God, listen what he's saying. I told you how I saw it yesterday. Now the brother on there, let him, I'll be back. Sit here and listen what he's saying. See, y'all saying the same thing I said, but he ain't listen to me, cause he think I'm the only one. But when it's like many, damn, BG don't even know him. He saying the same thing ABGE said. All right. So what you think, my man? Well, he's in Boston. He's saying the same thing. So what's the problem? That's the only thing what's going on. So you gotta pick what you watch, what you dealing with, you know.
Yeah, you know, see, again, like, we gotta come together, because now we have this age of the internet, and you got brothers like yourself who's older, you know, you wrote degrees or got degrees from different people.
Yeah.
You know, it just matters just coming together.
Yeah, it's
you
coming
utilizing the medium, but then at the same time, you're not gonna get this culture online.
Man, yeah, I know. You're right.
You're not gonna get it online. You gotta come among us.
I have a hard time brothers getting in touch with me and ask me for my lessons and me mailing it back to them. And I go to the post office, put it in envelope, mail it and everything, and go to the post office. And then yo, God, when you gonna mail my stuff? I did it 2 days ago, God. I said, didn't I tell you I was ABG? What you think? He said, what you mean by that? I told you I'm ABG. Read between the lines, God. What you think? See? But we always make a way. See, brothers say, yo, you ain't sending me nothing. I'm coming to New York.
So you rather mail it as opposed to put it online?
No, I ain't putting nothing. I don't put nothing online. I don't put nothing online. Only thing I put online is my artwork. Show you what I'm doing. I'm trying to be sarcastic when I do that.
You trying to be sarcastic?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I got certain brothers want to talk about my pictures, the flags, you know, just flag. Just give order, you know, just order the stuff. You know, let brothers say, yo, ABG still doing flags? Yeah. Just look at that. What else he doing? ABG, talk to me. No, ain't none of that.
You just designed something for the babies, right?
Yeah.
In terms of
It's called
the alphabet.
Supreme Alphabet, Supreme Mathematics Cartoons. And that's what I'm about.
Because you're an artist.
If they got something, they got libraries and they got history, we gonna have libraries and history.
Thanks. You drew all that together?
Yeah,
you did that?
I did all this. Took my time years ago. Yeah.
Oh, this is years ago you did this?
Yeah, I did it.
Wow.
I'm an artist, guys. I ain't got nothing else to do, sit home and draw. You know?
Nice pig, alright. So how you did you doing these coloring books for the
This
babies?
is for the babies. This is for the babies. If they can get in touch with me, or I'm gonna be having these at the show and pool in color book. There's 4 of them. My brothers meet at the school or something.
Okay, peace.
That's what I do. Like, you know, like brothers wondering why the universal flag. They want to talk about the universal flag. So I go in depth and go on my way. I see the universal flag and put it on paper. And I go to my Mars Park. We have our rallies. The first rally we had, my Mars Park, for a Green Park. I put all this on paper so people see what we've been doing through the years, you know?
Peace.
A lot of people understand and start listening to people, they like reading.
Right. Well, God, you don't got a problem with this because it's going to be on the internet, though.
Yeah, I'm in front of you, right, God?
You're right,
You all right with me?
Peace,
You
God.
good people, I know that, I understand.
Okay, bro. Well, I appreciate
I
your
know
time.
you, anytime you want to, everything good, God.
I appreciate your
got your
time,
back.
God.
Right.
Where you going, God? That's it.
Well, I'm on there already, Divine ABG.
Yeah, I know I got that. I'll put that up there to share his because he did a 3-part series. He put up 2
I ain't
parts.
seen it yet.
I got it on the phone. Because there's 1 part that he put up. I shared that, you know, by his permission as well.
Yeah.
Then he got another part that's out, and then when you went a little bit more in depth. I'm not sure about the 3rd part. The 3rd part I haven't seen yet. He said he's gonna put that out next week.
You came to my house, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Peace to God.
Peace.
What would you say your fondest memories though of the quality ciphers?
I'm trying to tell you, I loved all that. All that was good. All that was good, God. People that I was with, hanging out with, they was doing, going to rallies, going to different places, parties, socializing, going to places. So like I said, the crew I was hanging out with, we was an intelligent crew. We didn't go for no crime and nothing. We just going for education. We wanted to find out what this degree was, what book you read, what concert you going to. That's what we was about. So anytime somebody gave a class, we would go check them out. Got a lesson, we go check them out. Just come around your community, just hang out with you. Just socialize. And we sit there and all of a sudden lessons start. Then somebody else come along, you have a big cipher out of nowhere, That's how it was back then. I leave them, go to another community, same thing all over,
Well, you saw different eras.
Yeah.
Like what do you got any like commentary on the different eras?
Yeah, I got the 70s was real serious. That's when I seen a lot of change and brothers come together and being real strong. Because I was in a lot of programs. I had a program in Medina with Born Everlasting, community upliftment program. So we had money. We give babies franks, sodas after school, books, pens. We looking out for the community. That's what we doing. Then in Pelon, we had I was in Monterey Avenue, and we all loved the babies. That block stayed with a bunch of babies. We took care of the babies, took them to trips, to movies, and made sure they went to school. I did a lot of things with the babies, different communities.
And this is in the God Cyphers?
It's God Cyphers, That's when I seen it real strong. I was with this earth named Shah Queen. She was real serious in this. She organized her thing, and I organized my thing. We was blowing up, and everybody was coming to the meetings. Everything was great, So a lot of programs.
So did that change in the Bill Cyphers?
It changed the Bill Cyphers because people start getting older. People start stealing the money. Start stealing the money.
And that's the crack era.
Yeah. I remember one time Shah Queen was giving a function around the corner, and the guards knew it was all earth thing, and the guards knew not to go there, but certain guards had the nerve to go around there to bully the earths, to go in there to get the food. And when they went to get the food, they ain't had no money. They went on the strength of their mathematics. So the earth called the guards. We went around there and straightened them out, chased them away,
And this is the Bill Cyphers?
This is Bill Cyphers. It was all about, generate money for the babies to organize things, But they had certain other guards that was against everything being organized. Everything that we was trying to shape and mold, they was against it. Anytime we say something, let's do this, they say no. Let's put our money together, they say no. It's very like build or destroy. Brothers hanging out with you, sleeping in the school, you ain't got no job, you sitting in the school bragging, you got nowhere to live, but you in here bragging. You in there bragging how much a big God you is. You need something to eat. You sick. That's not who God is. Got nowhere to live. The women someplace else. The women someplace else. I go to a lot of clubs back in my day, my gangster days. I did a lot of things. And when I go to parties, I catch certain earths up in there, Hey BG, what you doing here? I say, I own this spot. What you doing in here? Oh, makeup down. See? I respected that. You do your thing. That's your man. Your man let you do that. It's your business. But the sister knew what they were doing. They just get mad at me. Don't want to talk to me. But that's their business, That's their business. I caught certain guards doing this over here. That's their business, There's a lot of games being going on. No education. No classes, No babies. My son came to the rally one day and asked me, where's the babies? How's that? Everybody done got babies at the rally, and my son asked me, where's the rest of the children? That's not no nation, is it? And these brothers stay home with their children and their women and playing like they're all wise and righteous. You be ashamed of yourself. Shame of yourself. On the day to show and prove, you still don't come out. You got 30 days to figure out what you're gonna do, and you still don't come out. Shame on you. I bet you went to movies seeing Spider-Man. I bet you went to concert and see Jay-Z. Bet you did all that wild shit. Probably went to church on the down low. No matter what I did, I always came back to the nation to show my equality. You know, that's what I was about. No matter what I was doing, no matter where I was at. Now let's say I was outside of New York, then there's a chance for me to come back. But I always made it my business. On the last Sunday of every month, my word is bond, I'm gonna go to a rally.
Well, God, you think? I mean, you know, a lot of attracting powers have been zapped out of the out of the parliament. You know what I'm saying? In the rallies, because a lot of times it's almost like you said, like a graveyard, like where brothers just talking these old stuff. They don't have the magnetic that it once had.
Because they take the builders away. Builders build. Builders come together. And when builders come together, we're going to give a program. And you don't want to come in the program? See, that's the problem. They don't want to participate. In my day, when somebody giving a program, I'm not down with your thing, but I got to support your program. That's what it's about. I ain't got to be down. Show some support. This is one nation of God and earth. Show some support. I'm in the nation of 5%. That's who I am. I don't know about this extra shit everybody else talking about, you know. And we show support. We show coming together. But a lot of brothers be bugging, man, you know. But I understand when you get old, you can't move around like you used to.
That's the thing, though. A lot of brothers get old and haven't really taught the young
properly. Did not touch the young. Now the old, now the young are grown, and you just hold up. I remember when you was an alcoholic. I remember when you was like this, and then you did this, and you was like this. See, that's the problem. Now you can't tell me nothing.
You can't tell me nothing.
Now all my children I got, there's not a damn one of them would tell me about cutting me and telling my face what I was, how I was. You don't like what I was? Did I teach you to know yourself? Did I make sure you go to school? Did you do this? Yeah, you did all that. Did I bring you around law school? Did everybody knew the law school know you? Yeah. So that's how I did with my children. My children went around, two of my sons went to jail. The guards came in, yeah, ABGEE, your son is up here, what you think I should do? Your God, you know me, what you think you should do? God hung up and got in my son's case. I know your father. You up here doing this 85% shit, I'm gonna get in your ass. And my sons came home and said, how you get in touch with me? I'm in jail. No, God, no God. See? God, no God. You got God security, you got God, you got jobs, you know? You can't get away from something if you're truly living. If you teach your children right in that, and then you can tell what you taught them. They got good jobs and responsible when they get grown, you know? And not sitting around talking about drugs. All my children trying to figure out, I'm smoking weed. They trying to find out, smoke weed. No, I ain't smoking weed. I don't do what? That's what they do. That's all I did when I was around them. So what makes you think they gonna smoke when they get older? Hell no. No. They ain't doing none of that. They ain't did none of that. All my children was never no bar bitches, drug users. If they smoke anything, weed. And that's it. I had one son get pissy drunk, and he learned after he hurt himself. He said, I can't do this. I said, I know. You gotta stop that.
Stop that.
You mess your liver up, mess your whole insides up. A lot of brothers, another thing, when we was young, we had a health class. We was worried about getting to knowledge yourself mentally and getting to knowledge yourself physically. That's why we had karate classes out here early in 6 o'clock in the morning. Brothers outside the school doing karate, practicing, and we had health classes, how to eat to live, show you what foods to eat, you know, what foods not to eat. All that was in our classes back in the day. That's why our brothers said, damn, did you 75? You don't even look like it. Because of what I grew myself when I was young. See? I exercised. I was on a program. I hung up guards. God said, yo, they beat you know the 120 degrees. So what you gonna teach me? I'm gonna teach you how to eat. So what? I know how to eat. No, I'm gonna teach you how to eat to live. And when he went to told me to eat, hey, bitch, this ingredients is this, and this ingredients that. I'm thinking about, he went into the ingredients of the food. What kind of ingredients in my food, and what kind of meats not to eat. What they did to the meats, blue meat, red meat, and all this. You know, so I'm gonna, see, they didn't have that today. Brothers go to Red Lobster and go to hell off and ask me why they right. I'm God.
Okay, they the Red Lobster.
Yeah. But back in the day, Elijah Muhammad had a book, How to Eat to Live. No, not to eat them type of food. The father had a crabs, all the
lobsters,
they're still doing it.
Shrimps.
Yeah.
Yeah, God, that's a lesson that a lot of brothers miss.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In terms of like, there's a lot of brothers who eat shrimp.
A lot of them.
A lot of
brothers eating red meat.
Yeah, too. There's a lot of brothers eat that.
After you get the knowledge of certain things, like I did me, and I was eating red meat, and when I got the knowledge of me why I shouldn't, and I saw that video, I'm like, I'm not doing that. So when I stopped, I started noticing, oh shit, I'm starting feeling
better.
Wait a minute.
If it's a man at 75 telling you this.
Yeah, I'm 75, and I'm telling you, stop eating red meat.
Stop eating red
meat. No good for you.
So what's the size on red meat that you
pesticides, sticking the needles in it, eating. See, cows don't eat. If you can show me where anybody lessons that cow eat meat.
Cows don't eat meat.
Cow eat meat because when the guy that got the cows in the field, the cow dies. He take the cows and grind them up, and take that grind them and feed it back to the cow. And the cow eat that and mess the whole system up, and then all that meat goes, germs come back. And you ask me, damn, I'm eating all right on mine, but I got cancer. How I get cancer? See, all you need is a little speck of germ that gets in your system, and you're not able to clean your system out every once a month. That's what I had learned to do for myself. Once a month.
Fasting.
No, 3 days. If I'm on fast, nobody in my history couldn't get me to fast over 3 days. I'm gonna fast 3 days. After that, no. I'm just not gonna eat nothing heavy stuff. I'm eating the wrong foods, you know. So I keep it doing that. Eat a lot of salads and eat proper food, you know. And watch the ingredients in certain foods. They got cereal. It's on the market now. Got paint thinner on it for the children.
Yeah, so you gotta look at the ingredients. That's the importance of looking at the ingredients.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing with chicken too.
Chicken too. Lady talking about this morning to my controversy. Should you wash your chicken or leave the chicken dirty? The chicken come from the factory. You know what they do to the chicken? The chicken go through everything. You gotta not wash it. You gotta sterilize your chicken if you're gonna do something.
So the chicken can't even stand up if they raise it.
Yeah.
Because they fill with so much.
They want you to sick. They want you to die. They want you to get poison in your food. They want to poison your water. They want you to drink sodas and all this foul shit to mess your system up. They want you to, and you doing all this because it tastes good. Stop that shit. You can drink water and it tastes good. You know, but you got to worry about your history. When you get a certain degree, then you say, oh, I shouldn't have, I did. No, too late now. Too late. I'm 75. I'm still challenging my 13-year-old son. I'm still challenging him. You know, my woman look at me and say, hey, B just did this, he just did, what?
Man, you got a 13-year-old son?
Huh?
You said you got a 13-year-old son?
I got a 13-year-old son.
He's 75, 13-year-old son.
And I'm still battling with him. And he jumped on me and we do what I'm trying to teach him martial art. So he don't
Is that the youngest?
That's the youngest. That's the last and youngest.
The last and youngest.
His name is Kareem.
Kareem, That's the thing I met the guy.
Yeah, you met the guy. Yeah. That's the one that asked me, where's all the other babies at?
How many babies you got all together?
I got 13 children.
13.
Yeah, and everybody productive, got jobs and grown, doing what they do. You know,
Right.
13 out of 75 years, I got 13 children. You know?
So what would you say is the most challenging thing about raising babies in the nation?
It's nothing because I was having fun. See, like I said, the whole thing was my first job. I had a job when I was 13 years old. When I turned 13, my mother came to my school and got me out of class and went and bought me a job. I had a job at 13 years old. And from then on, bought me a job. And from then on, I liked that idea, getting paid every fucking Friday. Loved that. Then taking that money and going to the store and buying my clothes. I loved it. Instead of running around begging and doing this, doing that. So my idea, then when I became part of the nation, the old brothers say, get a job, go to work, get a job, take care of your family, go to work, get a job. You get older, you get paid. That was my main idea. No matter what I did, sold drugs, whatever I did, ABGEE went to work that Monday morning. And when I went to work and got off at 5 o'clock, came to the block, I saw you on the corner Now we can continue doing what we do. Don't disturb my job. I got to work, and I worked all my life. So no matter what I did, the main idea to go to work, because that's security for me. Now I'm retired, and I'm getting paid.
Well, I asked you about the challenge, God, because you know, like teaching this way of life to our babies when they faced with the counterculture in schools and you know,
I did that too.
in social life. You know what I mean? So that's difficult, God. I mean, so that's why I asked you about the challenge.
See, the challenge. I had children go to school, and they tried to teach my daughter went to Catholic school. They tried to teach us some wild shit. I looked at the homework, so I responded and signed the homework. She took it back to school, the teacher looked at it and asked about the father. Next Father's Day, whatever, Parents' Day, whatever, the teachers met the parents. The parents made known who they were and what I teach and what you teach. And I understand what you teach. I'm in your class, I'm in your school, but check this out. We're only here to get an education and opportunities. My daughter's not here to get no education, it's to get opportunity. She get an education at home. So whatever we teach her, we let her teach it. Cause my daughters they teach my daughter something, she come home with it, and I say, this story is not right. She say, I know, but she gotta put it down on paper anyway, take it back to them. Now today, my daughter tell you the real story of Africa and cow and all that. That's the thing I was going through. I'm not trying to distort things. We living in the land, they land. So you can educate me for opportunities. So my daughter was going to school. Some white people came out of the woodwork. That my daughter said, "You getting A's and B's and stuff. I'd like to pay for your education." Yeah, yeah. So what school she gonna go to? We gonna send her to school? You gonna move out of New York? No. Well, check this out. Only school I'm affiliated with is New York. That white on 14th Street. She went there 4 years, free.
What was the name of it?
Yeah.
What was the name of school?
New York University.
New York. This New York University.
Yeah, down on 14th Street.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But got paid. Now she thinks she's the mayor of Jersey. What she doing? From the education, her and her 3 friends.
She's with the mayor in Jersey.
No, I'm saying that's her attitude. That's how big her job is. I'm gonna pay. She getting paid her job position because the education that was given to her. That's what was going on. I got other children. Go get a skill. Let me show you how to do this. Let me show you how to paint. Let me show you how to make this thing. Let me show you how to do this. What you interested in? Like my son Kareem, he's in the computers. I don't know how to work this. Yo, Kareem, come here. Work this. Who taught you this? You're not going to school for nothing. You're not reading no book. Who taught you how to work this?
Right.
See, you're not them children's day. See, and you think, what I'm doing, I'm pushing it in the computer field. See, that's what I do. Push them in that field. That's what you got to do, your children. And every day, what's the day is mathematics. What you could do. So how you must act on this day. Some days you need to talk. Some days you need to listen. Some days you need to learn something. Some days you just do watch things. You just can't go over there something. That's how my lessons taught. I taught my children, you know. And I was dedicated whatever it was we was doing. And when I walk, my children walk with and talk with me. Anybody's children, had a whole lot of them. They walk and talk with me. Yeah, a whole lot of children. Everybody's children in the building was with me. Give a fuck. Give a fuck. That's your child? Yo, hang at me. And he watched me, your children come, let's go to the park. Went to the park. Put gates on the park, lock the park down. Yo, guards, your job is staying over there, make children go nowhere. Go get the Franks and the sodas, let the babies have a good time. That's how we had in Far Rockaway. For the babies, you know? You gotta do things like that. And the babies grow up. You go, I'm on 42nd Street. The baby came to me and said, I remember you. I said, yeah. So I put my hand in my pocket. He said, no, ABGEE, you don't remember me? No, my man. He said, hey, when I was 9 years old, you used to give us money, you used to play with us in the snow, you used to the only ones to come and get us, to take us to the movies. And I'm like,
oh, wow.
What are you talking about? See, you Prince ABGEE, right? I said, yeah. And I'm from Rockaway, right? I said, yeah. Well, I told you used to play with us and have fun with us and do this for us and this for me. You told me to go to school. I'm like, I did. I said, so what you do now? He said, I got a vicious job, but you told me to go to school and be an intelligent man. See, those are the rewards you get when you teach somebody, you know? They come back. They come back and let you know what they have done for you. You know?
What you gave them.
What I gave them. And they just let you know, because a lot of brothers got knowledge of stuff. A lot of them don't know. Nobody came back to them to tell them whether they lied or not. See what I'm saying? Some brothers come back and say, you are a fucking liar. See? And some brothers come back and say, yo, God, you told me the truth. See? That's what some people do to me. And that's what people to me, you lied to me, ABGEE. I said, well, I'm not even. And when you explain, no, motherfucker, I ain't lied to you. You don't understand it. This is what it's supposed to mean. So, oh. See? That's how you run.
They basically misunderstood.
Misunderstood. That's why you gotta be the true living God. Have a balance when you deal with people. You gotta be an educator. You know, you just can't jump on their case. You gotta find what they're about. Look at their face. Look at their eyes. Find their movement. Study body language. Then bring it to them slow and see what they're talking about. That's because it's like everything is destined. You know, in my life where I've been righteous, I have been so many places. I've traveled a lot of places. Been out of New York on planes. And I've been a lot of places. Barbados, West Indies, Germany, all over the place, teaching this.
You've been around the world.
Been around the world teaching this. This is what I've been doing. No, I'm out going this place chasing the weed, the herb, and the women. I want to see what's going on over there. So when I get there, you know I'm speaking mathematics. And somebody come out the room and say, yeah, so and so. No, I thought black people was nothing but niggas. No, check this out. Black people know so the gods. Yeah, I didn't know that. See, you're there for a certain reason. You're not there for just being there. You're there to give that word, that truth to certain people because they don't know. And then you move on to the next spot. Then they leave that word, then they come looking for it. Yo, this brother said the black man God. Let me go look. See? That's what my journey has been. A lot of places I've been, I was at a bar drinking. Brother down there quoting speed mathematics. So I look like this and say, yeah, you got that wrong, my man. He say, how you know? Ain't nobody got no knowledge over here. I say, yeah, you gotta come down and visit true living God. You know what they say? When you come down this way, you'll see the true living God. When he came looking for who said that, he looked up and he said, ABGEE, what's up? I said, I'm in Jersey, in Wildwood, New Jersey. You ever heard of that? That's way deep Jersey part. See? That's why you gotta be there for a certain reason. And I turned around and gave that whole town knowledge of self. Then all of a sudden, I had to leave.
Well, God, this is why we gotta continue daily.
Yeah, that's right.
Continue
Everybody
daily.
individual gotta keep doing it. As an individual, you gotta act like you're the only one righteous. You gotta act like you're the only one on the island and you're righteous when you do it.
God, I ain't gonna hold you up too long, God. I appreciate you, Almighty.
Yeah.
You know,
I have a lot of shit to say.
okay, God, we'll add on, God. What else
I'm
you
just saying, we can do this again and again.
Okay, yeah, I definitely come see you, God.
That's what I'm saying. I see a lot of shit, you know.
Right.
You know, I know a lot of gods that came my day would like to say something too, you know.
Yeah.
You know. I try to get this earth to say something, you know. She, nah, I don't want to say nothing. Let's talk about the program, the children we have, you know.
Right.
You know?
Well, God, I mean, God, you know what? For me, I chose myself to do this, God. This is my skill and my trade.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's
I
why I
come,
fuck with
and
you.
this is how I add on.
Right.
Add on with my nation with this, God. You know what I'm saying? So and I know, see, somebody like yourself, you like a walking library. You know what I'm saying? So I come to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why it's
pay homage to the library.
Right.
I got a few lessons. There's a God, the God Freedom. What's the God that used to be in the wheelchair? Jamel Freedom.
Yeah.
He returns in essence, and his family bought a bunch of his lessons to the school, and he just left them here.
Oh, shucks.
You know what I'm saying? So I grabbed. They say take whatever you want.
Yeah.
And I said I grabbed as much as I could, and there was a bunch of your lessons. I got a big book like this.
Yeah.
There might have been about like 6-7 books like that, and I was only able to carry one home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's how many lessons I got. That's what I got.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Cause like I'm getting older and I be reading lessons and coming out. Brothers like, wait a minute, who wrote these lessons are more? Got the story all messed up. You know, they got the story of Yaku history. Everybody got Yaku history messed up. So what I did, went into the Muslim Supreme Book of Wisdom. I read that book, and I came out with talk about Yaku's father and his mother. Nobody ever talked about that.
Okay, right.
I'll give you a copy.
Okay.
Give you a copy.
You know, that's what I'm saying. I'm come build with you, y'all. I'm gonna come out on with you.
Yeah,
you know?
do that, man. Hey, I can do that, man. Got a lot of stories and shit, you know. Just that at times come through, you say, oh, I remember this, and I remember that. I remember this, I remember that. You know? But it's a good thing y'all doing, man. Let it out there. Let it be said, because the brothers, if y'all don't say shit, other brothers put bullshit out there.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And make sure you mention about the community guards and the block guards.
The community, I got you,
Yeah, I
God.
want you to make sure I want them to hear that part. All them brothers playing fucking righteous. You want to stay away.
All right, Mike, send it to the next time, Almighty.
All right, God.
Peace to the God.
Peace.
If Mecca did this.